under 17 points per game last year, good for 10th in the league. Magmador and A'ja Wilson tap it up, and we are underway. Chelsea Gray brings it up. Parker, nothing doing. Rebound taken down by Vonnie Turner. He played 10 games in the league last year. Hits it.
That is losing the head of the snake, losing the eye of the storm. But they have options at that position that head coach Noah Quinn is really excited about.
Plum off the bounce has added so much to her game. Boyd guarded by Jackie Young, who's the most improved player in the league last season. Terrific look over to Russell, who might have been a little shaken up on that play. She's still in the back court. Jackie Young, 4 on 5, and they still score. Quinn will put in a substitute at the next whistle. Turner attacks the rim.
Stick to what works. Second time that Mercedes wrestling Jewell Loyd.
Loyd misses, is in town, but under the suspension could not be in the arena either 2 hours before or 2 hours after the game, so I'm sure Becky is watching. Jackie Young hit the shot.
Only 3 players on the roster have been in the league for at least 5 years. 6 of them are rookies. This is such a young group. 2 veterans, 2 leaders, 2 players that can talk.
Dojkic with the pick and stick. Rookie from Croatia who is undrafted.
Not including Ezzy. Their defensive energy is picked up.
Forcing another turnover. Here's Horston. Their first round pick. Knocks it home.
Made 3.5 out of 7 threes.
Loyd blocked by Kia Stokes, pardon me. Yeah, Kelsey Plum was tremendous from 3-point range. Candace Parker. Parker, the 2 big off-season acquisitions. Chelsea Gray knocking it down.
Is only going to get better and more dangerous the longer they play.
Magmador with the bucket. Holly Rowe was listening to the last Seattle huddle.
Relax. Let's just relax and settle in right now. A lot of new pieces, a lot of new faces, but she wants them to focus in on the defensive end of the floor.
Stephanie Talbot, Epiphany Prince, Brianne January, all veteran experience in the league. That doesn't only help in gameplay.
Sue Bird, retired. That last bucket by A'ja Wilson was her first, and there's her second, and she draws the foul. Leading the way for this Seattle team that's still really trying to find a lead guard, and it took almost 15 minutes of play. Seattle's trying to figure it out on the other end of the floor against this Aces defense.
Conference finals are going on. Playoffs are going on. Jason Tatum struggling for 3 quarters and then having a monster. Jewell Loyd is capable. That's what makes these added pieces for the Aces so special. You're not just bringing offense with Candace Parker and Alysha Clark. You're bringing defense. You're bringing rolling to the basket.
4 of their points have come in the paint for the Aces. Parker with the defense on Loyd, who still scores. He's starting to get in on the act. But then Alysha Clark on the other end. Clark won a couple of championships here at Seattle. Was here for 9 years. Loyd got the little roll and did a nice little celebration move afterwards.
Her first made bucket, she went over and dapped up Coach Quinn and took a breath and almost like, okay, we're gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. We have seen some tough finishes all last season on their road to a championship. The best teams have that.
Oh, Horston with a big-time move on Wilson. When she was with Phoenix, playing against the Aces, still trying to come back. A'ja Wilson finishes on the other end. Nurse into Mercedes Russell and missed most of last season. Jewell Loyd dialing it up.
If she is not under contract, she could be eligible to play this season.
That's huge. I mean, Gabby Williams, her size, her strength, rebounding, defensively, attacking the basket, could be a key piece for Seattle.
And Williams just had an absolutely, just a breakout year last year for Seattle. Lloyd again.
I think it's a really tough position to be in as a player when you have an opportunity to make great money overseas, but you want to be here. It's a really tough.
But this is a whole new look team for Seattle. Jewell Loyd has scored 15 of their last 17 points. Jackie Young, her turn to strengthen a championship team. Plum from the outside, but Vegas, they look pretty fluid.
It's one thing to work in new pieces. It's another thing. That's a great roll and finish by Ezi. Candace Parker played with Chelsea Gray in LA. I mean, their ability to familiarize themselves quickly, they have really been able to lock in and focus on the task at hand.
One of the rare leak outs for Seattle to keep the possession. Underneath Asia. Plum.
And that's the second, in my opinion, forced shot by Kelsey Plum. You had the layup on the left side earlier, and then that one, and they both led to buckets. Great shot by Dojkic. The best, in my opinion, last season, A'ja Wilson. Constantly, you would see defensive energy, block shots, rotating on the help side, and then she'd come back.
Number 6 in black. A'ja couldn't handle it. Here comes Horston, the rookie. Durantes, nailed it.
This is the lineup that Coach Quinn talked about. The effort has to be ultimate.
Melbourne just a little bit late getting over to Chelsea.
Too many weapons, too dangerous.
What magic does she have up her sleeve right now with the shot clock winding down? Wanted to get it to Wilson. Jackie Young, good alternative. Oh my.
Different situations right now, and you really can't say that enough, but you still have to give the Aces credit for the way that they have gone about this game.
Kyla Charles. Left shot over Stokes, and she nailed it.
I would encourage people to go take a look at Kyla Charles and her performance for Connecticut in the playoffs a couple seasons ago, because she was phenomenal. She has a lot of potential to be a huge piece. Came back this season from overseas and looked like completely different players. Confidence. And that's what you have to do sometimes with where we are in the league. But it'll change. Special to see her here. One on this team, but also prioritizing her family.
Lloyd knew that was short, so she followed it. Mercedes Russell with the turnaround over Stokes. Gets it to fall. And not many of them, most of them, the vast majority still in the stands. They all know what they're up against this year. They'll get to see Jewell Loyd play.
Shots that have a high degree of difficulty.
21 points all since the first quarter. Parker, Young, for their starters now on the bench, and they are playing this game. Plum casually hits a 3. He has not been in the league since 2018 when she was with Dallas. Kirsten Bell with the 3.
Just under 19 points per game, 11 rebounds a game, at 46% from the field and 42% from 3.
And that's a darn good league, too. 3 was the next highest. So now they're 1 for 1 in 100-point games. Durantes with the block on Plum. So this Seattle team, Melbourne, the baby, gets it in, the youngest player in the league.
Every team become more congruent. Every team build their chemistry. We're really just getting started, Cam.
Good use of congruent.
You like that?
I like that a lot. The Aces emphatically win